Hello and welcome back to Blood Rush League Season 5 Season 4 lower bracket round 5. I mixed up the lower bracket this season. With Aterfall versus X6tence here. We are on our first game of our first set with Ghostface here for Aterfall's pick with Courtney on the Ghostface against X6tence's survivors with Rivel, Showell, Phaser, and Diego. Do get a fairly fast first hit here under Revel. We are running Forced Hesitation, which is very, very cool. And we are, for our add-ons, we do have Drop Like Night Sheet and also Smaller. For Forced Hesitation here, if we get a down on someone hit taking, it could be disastrous for the person in chase. But we are, alongside that, we are running the standard Pain Rest, Erupt, Corrupt, the classic trio combo. And we are gonna opt to drop Revel here. The thing to note is we don't have Sloppy in the, on our Ghostface here. It's in our previous Ghostface sets this season, we have seen Sloppy pop up quite a bit, which helps deal with those hit takes, and also makes it a lot harder for our survivors to potentially reset the tunnel out after they get unhooked. But Forced Hesitation does solve the hit take issue as well if you're able to get those downs. Phaser here getting fully stocked. They do make the pallet. And we're gonna probably see a commit here from Courtney. I imagine like a hit take. And Shoal here taking a hit for Courtney. Taking a hit for Phaser. Courtney's the killer. And that does give them the ability to like go back to that pallet up there, vault it, and make distance towards a different resource. We are going to be taking away the filler at 1 and gonna chase into 12. Honestly, this first chase, I mean, it is Ghostface at the end of the day, but this first chase is really, really, really good from our survivors. We'll probably be seeing like a 2-gen spot because a survivor did come to hit take, so like there was probably a 2-split, or if it was a 3-split, the 3rd-gen would not have as much progress as we did. But they did reset. We did have someone come hit take and then get reset. We might see a single generator pop soon, and followed by like another generator in like the over 15 seconds, in the course of 15 seconds. Is my assumption. Oh my, we do spawn multiple survivors here. With Diego this time. This is... I'm not sure. It's like... What is the status of the gens? I was expecting like all the other survivors there to be like Diego and Rivel to be like doing generators, but no, Diego does get caught out there in the mid, in like one of the middle rooms. We'll be getting the down as they try to play this top area, and we'll be taking our first hook of the trial here onto Diego on Nancy. And ideally, we make a pain rest here. We do have a pain rest on the stairs. First gen pops being the gen at 12 in portal room. And we do get the hook. Pain rest does come through, which means that second generator should be regressed a bit before it pops. Phaser in chase again. They get stalked. Drop Like Knife Sheath, 10% haste. Will we connect? Our forced locker. This potentially gives enough space for survivors to pull. Forced Hesitation, however, slowing our survivors down quite a bit. Diego trying to get through there, but unfortunately not. We have a hit take here from Rivel, and we will be hot on Diego's heels here as we're gonna go for that unhooked survivor, but potentially securing a death hook this early into the game would be very good. 3 generators remaining as... Oh, Diego does not vault the pallet. They won't make the vault. Oh my. Diego goes down, and we will have a death hook at 3 generators remaining, which is, I think, in a pretty good position here for Ghostface. Like, it is playable. The main thing is that we need to eliminate Diego quickly. Because Ghostface isn't the strongest killer. They don't have the, like, they either have like really fast chases off of catching survivors off with the insta down, or they get ran for quite a bit because they're just an M1 killer. Against good survivors, right? It's really hard to play the 1v4 when there's like 2 generators, 1 generator remaining. So ideally, Diego gets eliminated fairly soon here. We'll see a sacrifice happen. They do get the pull, and it's Courtney's on the way back. We're probably gonna see a tunnel out happen. The survivors need to get Diego reset somehow, and Diego needs to re-stealth as well. If we get Diego here, this will be big. This will be big. Oh, we do spot Phaser, not Diego. Did Diego go into the locker? Where did Diego go? I thought I saw pools of blood. My bad. This is what I mean. They needed to get Diego re-stealth here. Generator pops in the background. 2 generators remaining, and we don't know where Diego went. Oh my. Amazing stealth by our survivors there. We do have Phaser 99. Or like 90, almost 99. But at this point, if Diego gets healed, the full, if they get their health state back, this will put the momentum squarely in their survivors' favor. And we'll be having to play that 1v4 in the like 2 generators remaining. And the generator spread is quite far away as well. Oh, we do spot Shoal here at 12. And I believe they did reset Diego here at 12. Oh my. Ooh, we get the expose. They're going to have to I was gonna say they're going to have to play the pallet because they don't make it. And they do go down here. Oh my. And this will be another pain rest here for our killer. 2 pain rests spent on Diego and Shoal. I think the pain rest definitely is needed. Though the scary part right now is once again Diego managing to re-stealth here, and we are like I said, the 1v4 with 2 generators remaining on Ghostface. Waiting for Eruption, fair enough. We're gonna go reapply Eruption onto this generator. It's very progressive. We may see 1 generator remaining very soon. With that gen likely to pop unless we get a very fast down here. We enter a chase with Revel. This is potentially one of our pain rests. I think the best pain rest to get right now is Phasers, because that will put them on death hook as well. And if we're able to get it into get a sacrifice onto Phaser and then get a sacrifice quickly onto Diego and put it in a 1v2, it probably will be a 4K one. Though with another gen popping, it's looking like if that does happen, it's probably a 4K0 because this gen here at the 9 o'clock is very, very progressed. Oh, sorry, at the 3 o'clock. My bad. And we will be getting that pain rest, which is very important as that does regress that generator between 3 and 4 even further. They did finish the gen upstairs at top on the 2nd floor. And this puts us in 1 generator remaining with 4 fresh hooks and 5 hooks on the board. We really need to get it to a 1v3. It is going to be really, really hard here to get any sort of momentum and traction for our killer in a 1v4 with the gens this spread. Uh-oh. Phaser! The Phaser does go down. Not quite looking in the correct side. Probably alternating between the 2 corridors. And we will be getting a pain rest hitting that gen. That's good info to know that the gen there between 3 and 4 has regressed quite a bit. So we did hit the gen at 7. So it looks like our survivors will be pressuring gen 3, gen 4, and then the gen at 7. We do spot both survivors here. Diego nowhere to be seen. Diego's done such a good job re-stealthing here. And we will be entering chase here with Revel. No, the hesitation means that we don't get the down. That could be big as this chase will be going. We do spot a survivor working away at this generator. I believe that was Diego. They pull Phaser on the generator at 7. So that I think we know where everyone is. I don't know. Like, we were in chase with someone. We were in chase with someone. We know someone else was at the generator there, and we see the pull here. I think, I don't know. Did Cartney realize that there was a second person? Like someone was working this mid jet? Yeah, we do spot Diego, because we did go to that like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock gen, but like the other two survivors were at 7. And we are entering. Do we get the down? We do. We do get the down, as it does hit the eruption. And we do see the auras of our survivors. We'll opting to slug here, and we will be probably looking to try and catch Phaser out, maybe, to turn it into a 1v3. We really can't afford to have the 1v4 go if we want to 4K this. It is looking like probably high stages. We're currently mid stages right now, so we're probably gonna see high stages. I maybe like 10 stages at this point if we're able to get an elimination. Very good down here onto show, as they had to just play 50s there. Unfortunately, getting fully stocked and not really in the most ideal position there to drop the pallet and make distance, as they did not. Yeah, the Ghostface is far too close. If they dropped and left, they would have just taken an M1. But I don't know. The gens are very progressed now. It's very good here for us to survive. We do spot Diego. Perhaps we could go down Diego here. 99 there stock. We're gonna opt to drop the chase, go back here, go back towards the generator at 7, as it has not erupted, and they did pick Shoal. I wouldn't be surprised if they picked here and immediately are immediately doubling this generator. And there it goes, the final generator pops, and we are in our endgame situation with we have 6 stages on the board. Phaser takes it down here, force hesitation in play. Shoal at a glacial pace here. Diego coming in. Not quite. We do get the down. Force hesitation there on cooldown, so Diego is at full speed, thankfully. A gate does open. And we will be seeing 3 survivors on the floor. With a gate open though, it gives them the opportunity to just crawl out, so it does put the clock on our killer. But if we're able to find reval, we might see a 4K0. Oh my god, they have a pallet. That's big. The pallet being there means that it's not a 4K0, as we cannot commit really, and it's just up to Shoal here to force a pull. We force the pull, and this gives reval probably enough time to make it to Diego or Phaser and get them up. Oh my god, this will give us 7 stages for Flash right now. And they do pick Phaser. They pick Diego, 3 survivors up. What a recovery here from reval. Oh my. They just have to play this pallet now. But this means that the other survivors will get the pull, and they will be... I'm pretty sure it's the gate here by 3 here is open, so they will be out. I think. Yeah, okay, they're out. I believe so. Yep, there they go. And this will mean we will be seeing a 9th stage for Fresh here. Ooh, I just spawned right there. If they were out maybe a couple of seconds sooner, or if Cartney overcommitted, that would have been only 7 stages, but we do get those final 2 stages, putting us at a 9th stage for Fresh. A fairly high stage result here for Ghostface. I think this is a fairly good result, considering it is Ghostface and what happens. Though I guess an indoor map is beneficial for Ghostface, so we were... I believe our average for Ghostface, right, is like where we were seeing like 4K1s, 4K0s, and usually mid to high stages. So this is within the ballpark of what's expected. Though Ghostface is one of those killers, right, where it could very, very easily be mid or low stages when the survivors just kind of run the killer as they're just an M1 killer. But no, that will conclude our first game of our first set, and we will be back momentarily as we get X6tence's killer on Ghostface. I'm very excited to see how they do, and I'm very excited to see Aterfall survivors at it. They will have a win condition of 10 stage, and a tie condition of 9 stage for Fresh. It's a fairly... It's gonna be... I mean, like, it's one of those things where I don't think it's kind of 50-50. I don't think one side is more advantaged. We could very much well see Ghostface get what, 5 stages, 4 stages. We could also see Ghostface maybe get a 4K2, 4K1. We'll have to see. We're gonna get that lobby set up for you guys, and we'll be back momentarily. Hello and welcome back to Blood Rush League lower bracket round 5. Here we have X6tence versus Aterfall in our Ghostface set. We are on our second game of our first set. This time with, oh my, a very fast first hit. This time we have X6tence on the Ghostface with Lucas here playing for Lucas playing for X6tence against Aterfall survivors of Raider, Finger Guns, Courtney, and Nepe. We have a win condition of 10 stages and a tie condition of 9 stage for Fresh. A very fast first hit here on Raider. We do have Sloppy Butcher, which is a very common pick we've seen this season on the Ghostface set. Like, I think it's very good because it prevents healing after they're getting unhooked. It also means that you could like punish hit takes a lot more because like, you can just hit the person hit taking. They have mangled, they have hemorrhage. It takes a lot longer to reset them. Oh my, not coming into hit take while 99. Nepe goes down immediately as they come to hit take. Oh my. And another down here, very fast down onto Raider. Nepe coming into hit take, not realizing they were 99, gets instantly down, feeding Droplet Knife Sheath as well to our killer. Very well played by Lucas. That is 2 survivors down immediately at the start. We have the potential of hooking Nepe here. A bit of nodders from Lucas. They know what they've done. We have our survivor here in chase. We have Finger Guns here. This is crazy for our killer right now. This means that they finish their first generator. The Courtney has to come over, has to either pick Nepe or pull the hook. Nepe here crawling towards the hook. I think we're gonna opt to pick as they're not under the pallet. And it's a pretty safe pick, and we're gonna get another pain res. That's two fresh put and 2 stages on the board here for Lucas right away off of that first chase. That was, oh my. But now ideally we have all 3 survivors injured, right? Ideally we find Raider once again, but we do spot Finger Guns here. We're gonna enter chase to them. Oh, this is gonna be a very fast down, I think, as they won't make it. Oh my. We're gonna opt to slug here, and we're gonna try to find them resetting, maybe. If they are resetting and we catch the reset, it could be like absolutely game winning for Lucas. They do get they do get someone working the gen here in 12, and they send someone towards the hook, and instead of resetting, which I think is a good play here, as it means that Lucas has to commit one of the people, and the distance the person that was pulling had means they probably get the unhook if Lucas tries to commit them. But the person here in main is Raider, and this is probably the best chase right now for Lucas, as the downing Raider here will force will put our survivors in a difficult situation with a death hook at 4 generators. I mean, we've had games before with an early death hook, and they were recovered by very good gameplay from the survivors. But it's going to be tough, right? It is definitely a situation where the momentum is squarely on the killer's favor, especially with this many injured people. They do get Finger Guns reset. We get some Undying values. We see an aura. Oh, and we go see Finger Guns, and back to injured here. Sloppy Butcher putting in work this game. I think to note is also we have Ruin as well. Ruin Undying, which is another pretty common combo. And Pain Res, of course, is Pain Res. The Ruin putting in work here as well. Survivors have to be off the gens to reset, and when they're off those gens, they will be regressing. There's immense amount of pressure here. We have 4 stages on the board with 3 fresh hooks. If we find Raider and successfully down them and hook them and make it a 1v3 at 4 gens with both Undying and Ruin in play, honestly, this is looking like a 4K if that happens. it is imperative that Raider, if they get into chase, they need to have like an insane chase right now. Oh no. Nepe getting caught out. As that undetectable by Ghostface means that they were unable to react. They're likely they were looking like on the other side of the corridor. In the Ghostface set, it is so important for the survivors to keep comms on where Ghostface is. Otherwise, stuff like that happens. Oh my. Lucas is just kind of crazy with it. Oh, do we get another survivor? Not quite. Ruin kicking in, regressing that generator next to the hook. Janet main finishes, putting in 3 generators left. I mean, at this point, we're... Oh! Bit of an early swing, unfortunate. Oh, we do get them here as they try to play the pallet. A bit of nope from Courtney. From Lucas. At Courtney, maybe. And we do get the hook here. We get another pain rest. 2 hooks right next to each other. 3 people on deathmatch. This is looking rough here. Oh my. And it's now all up to Raider to recover. Okay. and with that kind of like gets us a 4K clear on Ghostface, which is an incredible result for this killer.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Lucas is kind of crazy with it. I think it all stemmed from the snowball at the start, from the unfortunate hit take while at 99. And we are going to see Amori here from Pornia. Little photo for Ghostface. Yes, that will conclude our Ghostface set. It honestly, that was some insane pressure. Lucas just got it going at the start with that double down and just kept running with it. They didn't give the survivors a single chance to recover that game. Oh, amazing place. But with that, we'll be moving to our next set. So please stay tuned while we get that sorted for you guys. And we'll be back momentarily. Hello and welcome back to Blood Rush League Season 4 Lower Bracket, Round 5. Here we have X6tence versus Aterfall in our second set of our first game of our second set here with this time X6tence's pick of Wraith. And we are on Wilco on Wraith for X6tence against, once again, Aterfall's survivors of Raider, Nepe, Fingerguns, and Courtney. And oh my god, I'm excited for this. I'm excited for this game. Like, the X6tence's killer in the previous Ghostface set played crazy good. And so I'm excited to see how Wilco does, if they can match Lucas's performance. But we do spend the first part of the game here breaking some of those doors, making a lot of the loops a lot more playable for Ghostface. And because we don't have BAM, like, Ghostface for Wraith. My bad, it's Wraith. Because we don't have BAM, right? So if we don't break the doors in main there, the loops are a bit trickier without BAM. We do have Sloppy Butcher, and we are running the Pain Rest, Erupt, Corrupt, the trio, the most ran 3 add-ons I think this season together. But we do spot 2 survivors here in the gallows. We drop the chase with Courtney, leaving them with Hemorrhage and Mangled, and we're just gonna proceed to chase Nepe here. Nepe is kind of just on a pretty shit filler here at the 9 tile. Well, it's not even a tile. But for anyone here not from OCE, I do use the OCE clock for this map, so it is like 12 is top of main, top of like the street here towards main, and then 6 is like by the street by water tower. We will resume chase here on Nepe. First gen does pop in the background for looks like 4, but Nepe does have this pretty strong palette. Will they make it to the next palette? With Bloodlust? No, I don't think so, as they do go down right here. And if we get our first down into the game, we have our survivors likely working away at another gen, and they're probably either working away at more gens, or they got the reset there. And with that, that gives us info that there is 2 survivors not doing gens, and that reset took a while because Sloppy Butcher. Big value for Sloppy there. We do get the pain res. It probably hit like Gallows or something. Yeah, it hit Gallows for sure. And we will get the kick here, putting Erupt on Gallows. And we are going to go look for the survivor that's working it. This is potential. Yes, and we do find them. Raider here working the Gallows. Now in chase at 7 and 8. A bit of a pre-drops there. We break the pallet. That we getting rid of the 2 strong pallets by Gallows here. Very good for our killer. But it does buy our survivor some space. But we still get tagged as we go hit the vault here. And we're gonna go back to that unhook. Probably look for Nepe. I think looking for Nepe here is a very strong play. If we do get the fast down on Nepe before they can reset, it'll be very good. But we do find Cartney. And we're gonna go take a tag here on Cartney. Possibly a commit. Catching another survivor here could also will result in a pain res, which I think at this point stop Gallows from popping is fairly valid. They do get the reset though on Nepe, which makes our tunnel out, if we choose to do so, slightly harder as they have 2 health states to play with instead of 1. Will we see a head-on? They are pathing towards these lockers, but no, not quite. I don't think so. And Raider here might be going down, unless there's a head-on right here. No. Yeah, Raider will be going down here towards the 11th side of the map. We do have a pain rest here at 11. Exactly what we need. We know Nia is on Gallows, as we did hear her scream, and pain res, and we hear Nia scream once again. And we did see their aura a little bit there with the eruption aura reading. Nia just full dropping immediately, not trying to play the mind game of the vault there. It does allow them to make the pallet, but once again, it's a pretty shit filler. And Nia will be taking a tag here, putting 2 survivors injured. This is the fair. I like the position Wilco's in for the amount of injured survivors and like 2 hooks on the board with the current state of the game. I think this is looking pretty good here. Oh, we do catch Nia. Will we get the down? They do make the window. Oh my, Nia winning that 50 is crazy. It's so important our survivors make these chases last as long as possible. We are trying to get Cartney Heroes working away at the gen at 6. Same with Nia. They're just, this gen very progressed now. Probably like 95 to 99. Both survivors that have been hooked have been reset though, which is big. As Gen does pop here, and the survivors are slowly getting the momentum back in their favor with this high progress Gen and another Gen popping. It's looking good here, and both hooked survivors being healthy means that a tunnel out will be pretty tough here. Raider coming to hit take for finger guns, getting them to the 1 to 5 area. It's very good hit take there. Oh my. Our Aterfall survivors here getting back into the game with finger guns and Cartney playing that area at 6 very well, and Raider coming into hit take here for finger guns to get them out of it once all the resources were spent. It is, yeah, no, right now Wilco needs to be getting some downs. We're gonna go tag Nepe here, putting all 4 survivors back in the injured state. Which means that when survivors are caught off by Wraith, it will be a very fast down. Will we make it? We do, as Cartney goes down through the window vault. And we spot a reset here between Raider and finger guns. We're gonna opt to slug Cartney perhaps, and we're gonna, I could imagine chasing Raider here. No, we're going for go for finger guns. Getting all the survivors injured and keeping them injured is such a strong play. So I could see why we're going for the finger guns here. We do get the tag eventually. However, we need to progress our game state here. I think we need to get some hooks on the board, especially onto our survivors that have been hooked. And we do spot Nepe here in the 9 area. Oh, what a lunge. They just send it. Nepe goes down. We'll get the pick. And that will put our Nepe here onto death hook, which means that our Kate is the potential tunnel out of this game. Gallows still haven't still not finished. However, we are on, I think, regression event maybe 6. So it will be becoming unregressible very soon. Should we keep hitting it with the eruption? Oh, what a hit through that stun. Finger guns goes down here, giving Wilco another hook. And another potential pain res. Never mind. Just prove me wrong, Wilco. It's okay. No pain res. We're gonna just dry kick the gen here at 2. We're gonna go back straight back to the hook here. And potentially catch Nepe out. I could imagine like definitely a line where you commit Nepe here. And play the 1v3 at 1 generator remaining. But if Nepes manages to stealth out here and reset, it's gonna be very, very good for our survivors. We do tag Courtney here and up to drop as they pull finger guns, and we catch finger guns off. Oh no! Their endurance was probably still active there. And they do make a pallet, and Wilco decides can't really commit that. They call that they're coming back. Courtney coming to pre-leave, but kind of drops down in front of Wraith's face and will be going down. And we will be getting our final pain res. Oh, sorry, second to the last. Finger guns was not pain res. And a thing to note is it did not hit Gallows, and I'm pretty sure it's probably because Gallows is at max regression events rather than it being not the most progressed gen. As we are not able to kick it anymore from the looks of things. And it didn't sound like Eruption hit it when Wilco downed Courtney. Do spot finger guns, we get the down. This puts another survivor onto death hook for us as we put Eruption here on the gen that's fairly progressed at 5. They do pull Courtney in the background here, but I don't know. This is looking pretty good for Wilco. The survivors need to be able to make sure that Nepe here isn't found, and finger guns when pulled, they're able to kind of get the reset on them. We did see Nepe mid. However, we catch both survivors. And I think, yeah, we'll be taking a tag here onto Courtney. We also saw Raider playing that Gallows area. We know where all 3 survivors are now. Well, technically all 4 survivors. Because we did see Nepe here in main from mid. And we also saw Raider and Courtney at Gallows. Nepe rotating here probably at the generator for the... I think missing a skill check. A thing to note that this patch, there have been instances of like invisible skill checks. So I wouldn't fault any missed skill checks here on our survivors until they send the hotfix. Which is, I don't know, it's rough. Invisible skill checks kind of just can lose you the game sometimes. They honestly need to fix it. Lovely work behavior, small indie game devs. But they do get finger guns off of that hook. They do finish that Gallows gen. And if finger guns can re-stealth here. We spot Raider here in the back area towards 8. Getting rid of one of the filler pallets. A thing is, right? we are down to our last generator, and this, even though like there's not super a lot of progress on the generators right now, it is like on five, 7 and 1, so it's literally on corners of the map. I don't think it's like realistically defendable here for our killer in a 1v4, so we need to get it to a 1v3 and potentially a 1v2. It's kind of defendable in a 1v2. I would say not really defendable in a 1v3, and definitely not defendable in a 1v4 here. So we need to get an elimination soon. And I think it will be for Kate on Nepe on Kate here. Will be our first sacrifice of the trial, hitting the eruption on the generators at 5 and 7. We could hear Courtney in the distance, getting hit by it, as we hear Ace's scream. And the finger guns and Raider resetting each other. In the 1v3, this gen spread is going to be difficult to defend, but with someone else on Death Hook here, finger guns, if we're able to get a fast down and turn it into a 1v2, I would say like it is possible to 4k1 or 4k0 this. We're gonna opt the tag here. We're going to have to go to the gen, reapply Eruption, which is very, very fair play here by Wilco, as the gen is about 75%. Courtney has to just play their life here, but it's a bit of a dead zone. And we will be getting the down and the kick here, and a potential hook right next to the active generator. Oh no, we're gonna opt the slug, which is fair play. Probably going to look towards that one side, yeah, and if they are splitting, this gen would have a bit of progress. It's about 25, 50%, I think. We did hear finger guns in the middle of the map here in main. And we do spot Raider, so we know where both survivors are. We had someone lurking main, someone at 7 here. At 6 going to 7. We're gonna look to get a tag here on Raider. Courtney's slugged here on the edge map. So they have to make a choice here. Do they send finger guns to pull? To help to pick while Raider's in chase? And but never mind. It looks like Wilco opts to drop chase there. And they do get Courtney up. I think Wilco right now, their game plan is they need to get the pressure off of the gens right now. And I think an Eruption proc will help do that. They need to get the pressure off of the gens, and they need to commit a chase to finger guns, turning it into a 1v2. A very good hit here. And we're gonna get a pick, and I'm gonna put it on the hook. Yeah, a hook next to the active gen is very strong. We're gonna recloak here and go towards that one area, perhaps. Oh no, we spot Raider here at the 6. Will we commit? No, we don't, and we're going to go straight to 1 here. If we catch finger guns and eliminate them, and this will be likely a 4k1. We're going to erupt the gen here at 1. We see the scratch marks. They're going to pull right now. And they're probably going to go straight to doubling that generator. We have a bit of time to play with here. Finger guns just has to play their life, but they only had like a singular filler pallet. They go down. We'll get the recloak. We're gonna slug and we're gonna go back towards 7 here. We did see a crow take off, so our survivors are on the move. If we find Courtney and then down them and then sacrifice them, that's also another valid. Oh, they're gonna stick the gen. We grab. They pop the gen. It's going to be a 4k0. Oh my, getting that last gen pop without committing that double. Very well played by our survivors. And we're going to be entering our final chase of the trial here, likely, as we do get the tag on Raider. Wait, the recloak means that Raider can repick, but no. We do get the repick, but unfortunately there was no resource to play, and Finger Guns goes back down. We're in our final chase for sure this time with Raider. Just has to play their life for the best chase. Breaking the wall there, meaning that the window is a lot less strong, and we do get the down here. And this gives us a 4k0, meaning Aterfall's killer has the 4K1 for has a win con of 4K1 and a die con of 4K0, which on Wraith is a lot more achievable than a win con of 4K2 and a die con of 4K1. I think that was such a well played move by our survivors here. And we will be looking for our Nia, who was I believe she was slugged in like near the middle of the map. But she has probably crawled off somewhere. We do hear her. Oh, there she is. And we will be seeing poor Nia get moried. And that will conclude our first game of our second set with a 4K0 here for X6tence's killer. Very, very well played by both sides. And we're going to get the next lobby sorted with a 4K1 win condition. I'm very excited to see how Aterfall's killer does. And I'm very excited to see X6tence's survivors back at it once again. So we'll be back in a bit. Hello and welcome back to Blood Rush League Season 4. Lower bracket, round 5. Here we have Aterfall versus X6tence here. This time we have Aterfall on the Wraith with a win condition of 4K1 and a tie condition of 4K0. And it's looking pretty good here. As we do have, once again, Phaser, Shoel, Rival, and Wilco for our survivors here on X6tence. Very good first hit here onto Phaser, and taking away one of the filler pallets at 7 for that. But we will be we will be dropping. We are running, I think to note, instead of Corrupt Intervention, we are running the Forced Hesitation. Not gonna lie, a big enjoyer of this perk. It really punishes survivors if they are together, someone takes a down for the tunnel out, and then the tunnel out's moving really slow. Oh, Wilco playing this really well, hitting the revolt. Yep, but they don't quite don't make it back. Oh no! Thankfully, they do manage to not get hit by the uncloak lunge there and make some space. They will reach the pallet once again and would get the stun and the blind. Well played, Wilco. They hit the pre-drop on the other filler, and Courtney's just gonna take that away. And at this point, this whole outback area is a bit of a dead zone. And we will be going down here as we only had a Z-wall at the edge of the map to play. Not really playable. And we will be getting our first hook here. A thing to note is that they did reset in the background, as we now have 3 healthy survivors, which is a bit of sloppy butcher value, as that was a slower reset thanks to that mangled status effect. A generator finishes, putting us at 4 generators remaining. First hook hitting. The thing is, the generator finished within seconds of the pain res, which means it probably, this was probably more progressed, and then pain res hit the mid-gen. So these 2 are the active gens, likely. And the reason I think one of them didn't finish was because they got the reset. Oh, a very good hit here onto Shoal. We're going to opt to drop and go back to the hook here. We do very good game sense by Courtney, catching the unhook immediately. Wilco gonna enter chase here. They just have to play their life on this filler at 9. We do have a survivor lurking in the area, trying to get the hit for them so they can make it to main. And they do a really good job with that, as we have Phaser here on Tari taking the hit for Wilco. Wilco makes the main window. Wonder if we'll see a head-on come through. Oh, I think we will. So Courtney did hear Phaser on hear Phaser's grunts of pain, went to pull, but unfortunately got hit by the head-on stun. That's big. However, Wilco here is, I was gonna say, is we ought not to break the door. Wilco here may be running out of resources to play, but with the door still unbroken, I think that's, I don't know, without doing that without BAM is a bit can be a bit rough. We do get a tag here on Rival, as I believe they doubled this gen and we're trying to reset. We have 2 generators remaining here for our killer, and 1 stage on the board. They need to get some pressure going, and with 4 injured survivors, I think that's like, it does allow them to, it does put them in a position to potentially very hard snowball, especially with forced hesitation. We do enter chase here with Shoal as we do reset. Wilco getting reset there is big, as that prevents our that denies like a pretty fast death hook here for our killer. If they want to get someone on death hook, they will have to commit 2 health states onto Wilco. Phaser does get reset as well, and this gets the momentum back on our survivors, with all 3 survivors getting reset. A total of 6 health states in play right now. Which against Wraith, not like it's so the dynamic when you're playing against Wraith injured versus healthy is so different. Phaser will be running towards here the 11 side of the map. They will take a hit and probably send it towards 1. But it looks like Courtney is just interested in taking a tag, going back to hook. They have to potentially get this down fairly quickly on Shoal. We need to get someone on death hook at this point. 2 generators remaining. Win condition of 4K1, tie condition of 4K0. We get a tag here, putting 3 survivors once again in the injured state. But earlier in this game, we did take away all of the pallets in this area. And unfortunately for Shoal, there was the only pallet to play was a bit too far. And we will be getting a hook, putting it here on 7. Not a lot of it's quite a way away from our generators. However, with Gallops being the closest generator. But a thing to note is that it's pretty deep into the dead zone. So when they do get that unhook, it's going to be a bit dangerous for our survivor getting to somewhere that's playable. They probably will have to use that endurance and a hit take to get somewhere. We will be putting Eruption on that mid gen. I don't know. Right now we have a survivor here on death hook. Very good. We'll get a hit, and we're gonna opt to chase here. If we get it down on Revel, it might just be curtains here for Shoal because of forced hesitation. Oh my, it looks like we are gonna take the hit, but it's forced hesitation. Stop. Metal of Man. Very good stuff by our survivors. That Metal of Man might be game winning. Will we take another hit? Against forced hesitation, I would be hesitant to take the hit. Oh, they kind of just have to play this pallet. They are really slow. Oh, we get the swing. Big swing, but does not connect. Will they make it over? Oh no, not the locker entry. Though to be fair, I think even if they vaulted the pallet, they wouldn't have made that. The Wraith had too much distance on them. And then we will be seeing our first sacrifice here at 2 generators remaining. Very soon, 1 generator remaining as... Oh my, wait. No generator remaining as Phaser finishes that gen for the tie condition. Wilco, the only survivor up here. If they manage to get an out, this will mean that will be a win. Oh my, it's looking very scary at this point. Sloppy Butcher here slowing down the reset onto Phaser, barely getting the pick in time. They have to make a decision, right? Do I go pick Revel, or do I go for a gate? Lara just has to, Wilco just has to last and potentially get let Phaser open a gate. Yes, this is big. Phaser forcing a gate there. Opening a gate there forces Cartney away, which means Wilco has the space to pick Rivel. We do get the a locker here. Clean break in play as on Wilco. I'm not sure if there's enough time in this Shia left to proc that clean break, but if it does go into a more drawn out position, it'll be very good here for our survivors. Oh, we do catch the reset. Sloppy Butcher, meaning that they do get the reset on Rivel. That's big. Oh my. Ooh, Cartney trying to swing there, but unfortunately, I'm not sure if they got stuck. We will be getting the tag. No, we fake the window. Wilco running towards the bottom there. Probably will get on the generator. Not generator. Will get on the gate and will Rivel pull here. Oh, we have to stop. Yes, Rivel will pull, getting Phaser back into the game. Wilco will be taking a tag here. I don't think Clean Break is going to proc in time. No, not the miss, the Clean Break procs! Oh no, disaster! As Wilco gets healed from that Clean Break. Caster's Curse there, my bad. And with that, I think at this point we're going to be seeing outs. The Survivor getting the momentum back here. Such good plays by our survivors. Yes, the gate opens, and that will be the game here and the set. Oh my god, that was crazy plays here by our X6tence survivors. Bit of a moment there before the Mori came through. Oh, poor Lara. And that will, that does conclude the match with an 0-2 here for X6tence, I believe. Oh, crazy plays there by the survivors in the end. It was honestly looking like a tie. Oh my god. The clean break coming in right at the last second. Oppa. All right, but thank you all for being here. I hope you had fun watching the match. Unfortunately, this does mean Aterfall will be eliminated, and X6tence will continue through the lower bracket. But I do hope to see Aterfall again, as you know, we again, every single one of the teams this season have been amazing, and we've had some crazy good games. But with that, we will be concluding this match. Please check out our socials. Oh, not social, bro. Check out our YouTube and our Twitch and our Discord if you want to keep in touch on our match schedules and when we go live. And if you want to watch previous matches, it'll be on YouTube. I'm Mel, and I'll see you guys all next time. Bye.